Welcome. This is Peter SANDROVITCH with you on a Wednesday evening, previewing all the action on Thursday. Great to have you with me. Lovely to be with you. I've got plenty of action to go through as well, I can tell you, and it's all from the Emerald Isle, all from Ireland. I've got 2 at Clonmel and 2 at Ballinrobe. All 4 of these horses are very big prices indeed, and it's coming to something like 10,000 to 1 for the 4-timer. So what a chance to have a big lucky 15, and what a chance to really put them in some doubles and trebles, and what a chance to clean up larger than life, isn't it? 4 big bets midweek, and they've just come out the sky, really, come out of nowhere, piff, paff, poof, and I've got them for you, and I'm going to give them to you free of charge. Just getting myself comfortable right now. Sit down, relax with me for a few minutes, and I'll guide you through it, and I'll tell you exactly what the score is on these 4 horses. I will tell you that if you didn't know, I'm sure you did, with almost 1,700 people calling my line and tuning into Peter's Racing Tips YouTube, we are trending on our way to 2,000 views a day to becoming the biggest in the country in the next week or two, no doubt about that. I did tell you, although there's 3 more horses to run tonight, all decent prices, 11 to 2, 6 to 1 and 4 to 1, that the biggest bet of the day was an absolute certainty, and it was a horse called Sunningdale. I called it my crossbow bet, because it's aimed straight at the target and very rarely misses, and it was an absolute certainty, and it won like one over 3 lengths, pulling a coal truck at Catterick, never a moment's danger, even money. I think it's the best even money chance of the season, and I couldn't see it getting beat. I don't normally talk about or tip too many short price favourites, it's not my scene, but when there is one, they usually absolutely bolt up, and that was one there for you, and well done everyone. We've got ourselves a nice tasty winner there, never a moment's danger. I'll let you know when the next crossbow bet is. They don't come every day, and when they do come, they usually do absolutely hammer the opposition, and that's for sure. Now, I've got these 4 bets to give you, but just before I do, I will tell you that Ascot on Saturday is going to be the home of the 3:36 race. I told you yesterday about that. There's a 7 furlong handicap for which there's 40-odd runners declared. I've got one horse in that which I think is an absolute laydown. I really do. It'll be a big price as well. They've been, well, I won't say messing about with it. It's the wrong sort of words. But I will say that the horse has, well, could have run better than it has, I think, and better than his final positions suggests. We'll just leave it at that. In the meantime, I think it'll win. Right, and that's coming up to you on Friday night for Saturday's action. So that's something to look forward to for Saturday. And of course, on Saturdays, the last 2 Saturdays, going back, last Saturday I had 5 bets, 5 winners, including an 80 to 1 double on a horse called Fion, which won at 8 to 1 to 9 to 4, and a horse called Half Nuts, which won at 18 to 1 to 11 to 1, and all the other 3 were huge prices, all placed as well, including 3 out of 3 in Ireland. Including that 11 to 1 winner from 18s. And the horses in Ireland today, as I say, 2 from Clonmel and 2 from Ballinrobe, I'm going to give you free of charge, and they're going to be very, very big prices. At the time of broadcasting, the odds aren't out, but I know they're going to be big prices, because the form of them in the form book is nothing to write home about. But I do think with almost 2,000 people calling my line now on a daily basis, there's a lot of money going to go on these horses, and so the bookmakers are going to run scared. So take the early prices when you possibly can. Just one more thing before I swing into action. Sounds like Columbo, but I have to tell you now, because if I give you the bets, then you'll just go off on your way, and I won't be able to pass this to you. My Noah's Ark bet yesterday won, no problems at all. First impressions, 3 to 1 down to 9 to 4. My Noah's Ark bets were the ones 2 weeks ago picked Dusky something, which won the Air Silver Cup. I think it was Dusky Idol, something like that. Anyway, 18s into 14s, and it also picked the second 25 to 1 Woven. And I had the forecast there, £150. It paid for £1. Now, the races where I picked 2 in the same race, and I do believe they could come first and second, but more than likely one of them will win. And knowing the fact that they're big prices, you can afford to back them both. And there we go. Now, tomorrow's bet, and there isn't one every day, there's 2 or 3 a week, but at those prices, you can afford to be patient and just keep picking them off like cherries. There's the race taking place tomorrow where I've got 2 in. It's called my Noah's Ark bet, and one of them is 20 to 1. One of them's 20 to 1. The other one looks like being about 5 or 6 to 1. But one of them's 20s, and the other one's 5 or 6 to 1. So together, we can crack it, as they say. If you want to become a member of that, it's all done by Telegram. Don't ask me how Telegram works. It's all very confusing for someone my age. But essentially, it's Telegram. If you're a member of the Telegram, you know, just follow the instructions below and get yourselves registered. It's simple. That's a very busy line what I've got there, from nothing to over 200 members in a week or something. And, you know, another winner, as I say. There was no bet today, but there was a winner yesterday with First Impressions. And tomorrow's bet at Lingfield on Thursday, I've said it now, at Lingfield on Thursday, is going to be 5 or 6 to 1 and 20 to 1. And that's the way it's running at Lingfield anyway. So if you want to be a part, you've got two options: 13 quid for the rest of this year, or better than that, 26 quid for all of this year, and then all of next year. So you don't need to tell me the value there. It's amazing. And if that wasn't enough value, I also put in my A-game bets free of charge. They're my strongest Telegram bets free of charge. And they are bolted on, upgraded, absolutely free if you join the Noah's Ark system on Telegram. It's only on Telegram, so you have to be on Telegram. If you can't work Telegram, don't bother. Just stay on here and I'll give you lots of winners anyway. But I say it's for people who like the Telegram, and it's managed on there for me by some clever people in the administration department. But they're my bets, obviously. And, you know, there's two bets tomorrow at Lingfield. 5 or 6 to 1 and 20 to 1, and I think one of them will wink at the judge. So you've got two options: 13 quid to the end of the year, or 26 quid for the whole of this year and the whole of next year. So that's there to get you to long-term thinking. It's all about long-term thinking, not the quick fix, not the quick buck. I don't want you to come into the end of this year then ask you to resubscribe, and if you do, it'll be more than 26 quid. I can assure you that, because I don't want to do it. So. There we go anyway. All right, so we'll leave it at that. If you want to get on board, follow the instructions below. It's all ever so straightforward. Made it as easy as we can to get you on board, and everyone seems to be doing okay following those instructions. Right, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, else the message will elongate too much. So it's Clonmel or Bellewstown. Where should we start first? Let's start with Clonmel, I think. Clonmel. Okay, so it's a nice little racetrack, Clonmel. I've only been there once, and I come away with quite a hefty load of cash. A lot of punts, as they say. I'm not going tomorrow, but my horses are running in the 225 and the 3 o'clock. The horse in the 225 I'm on is number 1. It's called Princess Sophia. Number 1, Princess Sophia. It's trained by Margaret Mullins and ridden by Danny Mullins. Keep it in the Mullins, eh? Keep it in the Mullins. Well, this mare's got a great chance, no doubt about that, in this handicap, rated £10,000. And number 1, Princess Sophia, is my first bet of the day. It's got no form to its name, but it is running in a handicap for the first time, and I'm assured that the mark of 9 blind 90 is very, very lenient. Let's just put it like that. Well, we'll have to see. Tomorrow we'll know. This race is stepping up in trips. It's running a little bit further than it has been doing. It's been running in 3 bumper races, 2 hurdle races, over a little bit distances short than it ideally wants. And it gets a bit further tomorrow, 2 miles 4 furlongs. Number 1, Princess Sophia then. Without going any further into her, I hope she wins for you. Margaret Mullins and Danny Mullins, keep it in the Mullins. 225 at Clonmel, your first bet of the day. That's no conferring there. Don't know what price it is, but should be a big one. Should be a big one. 14 runners go to post anyway. 3 o'clock at Clonmel, not too long to wait for the next one. Now, this is an interesting horse. They're all interesting horses, what I'm giving you. They're all big prices. They're all horses which have been hiding their lights under a bushel or something like that, meaning they're much better than they look on paper. Number 5, anyway, in the 3 o'clock at Clonmel is number 5. It's called Light Parade. Light Parade. I won't go on too much about this because I'm a little bit sworn to secrecy, so I'm not going to tell you much about it. I could go on and on, but I'm not going to. It's another mare, this one, who's got an outstanding chance of a mark of 86, running in a handicap hurdle. 13 runners go to post. As I say, it's not shown what she's capable of doing yet. Ran over a trip too short for it last time out, over 2 miles 1. Steps up in trip, and reportedly to be absolutely flying. That run last time up on September the 22nd, which is just a week or so ago, was its first run for about 6 months. Needed the run. The jockey is the same jockey who's on it tomorrow, on Thursday, never moved a muscle on it, and it come home 4th, pulling a coal truck. I'll say no more. I think the brakes are off tomorrow. Number 5, Light Parade. Well, let's have a look. each way, of course. Number 5, Light Parade. That's the one to be on. And it's in the double confirm. It's the 3 o'clock at Clonmel. And I just lost my thread a bit there with you. Princess Sophia in the 2:25 at Clonmel. And Light Parade in the 3 o'clock at Clonmel. There's 2 bets in Ireland. And I've got 2 more to give you in Ireland. Okay, so move over now to Bellewstown. I don't think that's how you pronounce that, but you have to bear with me. I'm sorry if it's upsetting anyone, my pronunciation. It's a bit strange at times, but Bellewstown, I'm going to go with that. I think you all know where I mean anyway. The 2:40 race is a race I'm very, very sweet on indeed. And the horse I'm going to be betting here, and it's an interesting race. 18 runners go to post, so they are going to pay out quite deep on this. And the horse I'm keen on here, I'm just going to double check the number. It's number 10. It's called Fink River, Finke River. Chained by James Macaulay, but more importantly, ridden by a very, very warm jockey who's done me a massive load of favours this year and last year, Shane Foley. It's ridden a ton of winners for me. Number 10, Fink River. Runs off a mark of 51 and reverts to turf, having a spell last time up on the all-weather. Again, it's a horse I can't tell you that much about. There's no point. I can, but I'm not going to. But last time up at Dundalk, the horse got boxed in, balked, it got all sorts of problems, and Shane Foley, who rode it, has claimed the mount again, and I'm on it. Number 10, Fink River. I don't think it'll get boxed and balked this time. I think everything's set fair for this one to win. It's an 18-runner race. It's going to be a real fast pace, and I think this is a real good bet. Could be any price. Could be any price. It's got 5 noughts next to its name. 5 zeros. So there we go. Shane Foley, the man of the moment. Can he do it again for me? I hope so. Number 10, Fink River, and it goes in the 2:40 at Bellewstown. Just one more to give you, and then I'll be back with you on Thursday night for new subscribers. Thursday night, coming back for Friday's bets. I have to think there. Thursday night for Friday's bets. Yeah, that's right. Thursday night for Friday's bets. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, or you'll miss all the alerts which tell you when I'm online, and also some late information and whatnot and wherefore. So just subscribe, click the bell, click the subscribe, and I'm sure you know what you're doing. And get yourselves on board and be a part of this very, very growing trend, following me to the payout counter almost at will. Certainly another big winner today with that Sunningdale doing the business for the crossbow people. Okay, so you know how to get on that, the one and only Noah's Ark bet, 6-1 and 20-1, and to get yourselves a free one for 15 months membership for peanuts. And you are missing winners if you don't, and you're going to miss a stack of winners if you don't, that's for sure. But in the 5 o'clock at Bellewstown, now this is an interesting 19 horse race go to post. 19 of them. And there's quite a few of them here who are a lot better than they've been running. They've been running over wrong trips, wrong ground, all sorts of reasons. It's a bit like that over Ireland. It really is a jigsaw puzzle and a Rubik cube, and it's just about every puzzle wrapped into one to work these handicaps out. But I'm good at puzzles. I'm good at them, very, very good at them. And I'm very good at Irish racing puzzles. Number 10. It's called Universal Focus, ridden by Billy Lee, real good jockey Billy, and trained by a very, very warm trainer, Ross O'Sullivan. Now, Billy Lee rides this horse who's got no form to its name, 8 zeros next to its name. It's only finished 4th once, the rest are all noughts. Number 10, Universal Focus, running off a real low mark of 49, is something to bet on. It really is. I don't know what price it is. I'm hoping for a real big price, and it could be anything. It'll be double digits. Number 10, Universal Focus. That's it. And that runs in the 5 o'clock at Bellewstown. They are 4 very, very big priced horses. I'll just give them you again. Light Parade in the 3 o'clock at Clonmel. Princess Sophia, don't miss her, in the 2:25 at Clonmel. 2 lovely, lovely mares there. Both outstanding chances at big prices. Fink River, Shane Foley. Phew, I tell you, 2:40 Bellewstown could pop up at a real big price. And Universal Focus, Billy Lee, of all the names, the job man himself, one of the best in the business. 5 o'clock at Bellewstown. We've got the best jockeys in the game on them tomorrow. There'll be nothing left to chance. The money's on, I'm on. All you've got to do is get yourselves on. And don't forget that whatever you do, the Noah's Ark bets, because it's absolutely money for old rope. That's it from me. I'm going to stick these thumbs up to you. I'm going to leave 1 thumb up to you, because that's what you've got to do. Give me the thumbs up. I'll say good luck. Take care. Go get 'em.